Today I will be trying a new yarn that I have never tried before, well, new to me, and it's one that I've been wanting to try for a long time. It was a little bit hard for me to get my hands on this yarn because you can't order it directly from the company to the US. It is Baby Alize Softy Plus. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen a lot of beautiful amigurumi projects that are made with this yarn, and I've just been wanting to try it for a while. So before we hop into our yarn review, if you are brand new here or you're just new to crochet and you'd love to learn how to crochet plushies like all of these, I have a full online course that I will link in the video description. It teaches you from the very beginning how to crochet your own plushies and how to crochet them well. It has over 40 step-by-step video tutorials. You can go at your own pace. You can learn basic stitches, more advanced stitches, how to recrochet patterns, and so much more. So let's hop in. This is my first impressions of this yarn. I have never seen it before in person. I've never held it before, and I've never crocheted with it, obviously. So I'll give you a little bit of background on this yarn, my first impressions, and then of course we're going to crochet something with it, which I'm very excited about. So first, about this yarn, this is the Baby Softy Plus. I have seen the Baby Softy, and I believe that it is thinner than the Softy Plus. So this is a chenille yarn, and it says that it's a size 6 super bulky yarn. I'm gonna be honest with you, looking at it right now, it looks closer to a 4 weight, honestly. Even saying 5 would be a little bit generous, but a 6, in my opinion, is a stretch. So you know Parfait Chunky is a super bulky yarn, and I say all the time it is a very thin super bulky. I know there is just a vast array of yarn sizes within their weight class, but to be honest, it looks pretty thin, and I'll show you here. I'll show you a little bit more of a close-up later on and compare some other yarns to it so that you can see. But honestly, with this, I would probably use a 4mm crochet hook. I would use a 3.5 or a 4 with like a Red Heart Super Saver size 4 acrylic yarn. So I wouldn't say it's that much different in size. Again, I'll compare it to some comparable sized yarns so you can see kind of where it stacks up. So this is 100% polyester. It is the typical chenille, very soft feel. First impressions, I will say, it feels lovely. It's almost like a cross between a typical, you know, smooth chenille yarn and a blanket yarn, but also has a fluffier feel to it than a typical chenille yarn, and I honestly really like that. It's very, very soft. And I know with these polyester yarns, it's easy to, you know, have that really fluffy, soft feel. What I'd really love to see is if a company can make a great chenille with natural fibers. That would be a dream. But anyway, so this comes in many different colors. I will be honest, most of them were sold out. So I read that this is a Turkish brand of yarn, and I know that most yarn does come from Turkey, but this one is a little bit difficult to get in the US. I got it from a website that I had never heard of before. I don't love to do that just for, you know, safety reasons. You always have to be careful where you're buying things. But I will preface this by saying I didn't have any issues with the site. I'll link it down below, the site that I got it from. The yarn came quickly. I didn't have any issues. It was a decent price as well. I think that these were on sale when I got them, and I think each skein was about $4, and I'm pretty sure I got free shipping, so I really can't complain about that. I've also seen sellers on Etsy sell this yarn as well. So I was only able to get 4 colors, and I'll show you what colors I got. I got this nice teddy bear brown and baby pink. This one is kind of like a tan, but they called it honey foam. This lilac, and this green, which they call grass green. And then of course, after I got all of these, a lot of the other colors came back into stock on the site that I was using. That's okay, I only need a few colors to test it out, and then if I really like it, I'll definitely get more of it. Here's the size comparison to Parfait Chunky. As you can see, the Alize is much thinner. You can really see that middle strand here. I know it's hard to see on the camera, but you can really see that string in the middle there. And on the Parfait Chunky, you can't see that string in the middle there at all. Here's the size comparison to Big Twist Posh. I would say that this is much closer in size than it is to Parfait Chunky, but again, the Baby Softy is still thinner. And it's hard to compare them because it only has the fuzz on one side, where the typical chenille yarns have it all around. So again, I think that that will help with shedding, but it's hard to compare it to these types of yarns. And then the last size comparison I'll do, and I would say that this is actually the closest. The red one is Red Heart Super Saver, and of course this is just an acrylic worsted weight yarn, so it's not really comparable, but as you can see, size-wise, they are fairly close, which of course does make sense. So I think I will be using a 4mm hook with this one. First impressions, it's thinner than I thought that it would be, and it's stronger and sturdier than I thought that it would be, which is a wonderful thing. So the main strand, you can see it, which a lot of the other chenille yarns, you can't see the main string, you know, until you cut it or if it fluffs off. But even, you know, like pulling at it, I'm not losing any of the fibers. Like, it's not shedding like a lot of chenille yarns do, which I think is great. So when we work with it later, I'll see how it holds up to cutting and sewing and all of that. But I'll stick on the screen some of the other colors that they offer. It is a pretty wide variety, definitely not as wide of a variety as Parfait Chunky or Hobbii Honey Bunny. I'd say Parfait Chunky has the widest color selection of any chenille yarn that I've ever used. That's one of the reasons why I do use it every day, because I like to have all of those color selections. This has a decent amount of color selections, but of course if we're comparing it to the other ones, then the selections are a little bit limited. I've heard that this yarn is easy to get in Russia, and I've heard of other places that it's easy to get. So if you use this yarn or this yarn brand pretty frequently, please tell me where you're from and where you get it from. So first impressions, I really like it. I won't truly know until I start crocheting with it. So let me show you what we're making today with this yarn. I thought that a walrus would be the perfect project to make this yarn with. I believe this is Hobbii Honey Bunny in Nougat. So this is just our typical chenille yarns that we use. Parfait Chunky, Hobbii Honey Bunny, Toucan is similar as well. It'll be nice to compare the sizes too once we're done. So with this one, I used a 5mm crochet hook, and with our new yarn, I'm going to be using, I think, a 4mm crochet hook. I think that that will work well with this size. So I already know that it's going to be a lot smaller. But as you saw before, the colors that I got, this one and the darker brown, are just going to work perfectly for a walrus. So I thought that that would be perfect for us to crochet. So let's jump in, try out this yarn, and see what we think. So let's get started on our cute little walrus. We'll be making him fluffy, and I hope that he looks different. You know, I know it's a different yarn, so of course it will look a little bit different, but I hope that you can really tell that he's nice and fuzzy, because I have seen so many projects with this yarn and they just look adorable. So I hope I enjoy working with it. Apologize if the lighting is a little bit weird. It's getting dark, so I had to turn my overhead light on. So for the main body, I'll be using this little bit darker of a brown tan, and then for the muzzle, I'll be using this lighter tan color. And then for the tusks, I think I'll just use Red Heart yarn for this, because I don't have a white and it wouldn't make sense for the tusks to be fluffy anyway. So I think it works out. And then I will be embroidering some of the whiskers on here, because I made a fuzzy, oh, hear that beat my baked potatoes done. I made a fuzzy seal. Let me grab him. If you watched my video making a fuzzy seal, I used Feels Like Bliss for this one, and I didn't put the whiskers on, and he looks a little bit too bald without them. So I will be adding whiskers on this one. It's not what we're working on today, but I will be putting whiskers on the fuzzy walrus that we make today. My immediate first thoughts working with it is it's very nice to work with. It took a few rounds to kind of get used to it. I've been playing around with it for a little, just, you know, to figure out where exactly my stitches are. But once I got used to it, it's very easy to use, and I think it's because it has this main string that's visible, and it's just easy to crochet into, and it's just so soft and nice. I'm really enjoying myself. And I also like that it's smaller. You know, it's not as thick as the usual yarns that I use, so it's easy on the hands as well. So I made the first part of the tail, and as you can see, it really is fuzzy, And it's not fuzzy in the way that like it feels like Bliss is fuzzy, where it's almost like wiry, and it's not fuzzy in a way that a chenille is fuzzy. It's almost like a cross between like a blanket yarn and a chenille and like a little bunny type of yarn. It's lovely. It's just so soft and it's so fuzzy. I can't wait to see what it looks like when we continue to make this little walrus. So I've been working with it for a bit and it's really nice to work with, honestly. As you can see, this is kind of what it looks like once you work up a piece. I will say, however, because I get this comment a lot when it comes to these fuzzier yarns, is how do you see your stitches? And with most of them you can't see your stitches, you just have to feel for the next one. And that's kind of the case with this one. You can kind of see the next stitch, but it's definitely not as easy as a typical chenille yarn or blanket yarn because it is a little bit fuzzier. I don't find it difficult to work with, but I don't feel like I need to see my stitches. I can just feel for the next one. So if that is a deal breaker for you, then this might not be the yarn for you. But in general, I think it is easy to work with. And the best part is it does not shed. So even when I cut a piece, I'll show you. It really doesn't shed. You'll have the little bit of fuzz that comes off when you cut it, but while you're crocheting and everything, it definitely stays on the strand and it doesn't shed, which is lovely. But it's just so soft and fun to work with. So I'm going to finish up this walrus and we'll see what it looks like when it's finished. I finished the walrus and I love it! It's just so cute and fuzzy. I love how this yarn works up. It's just so little and fuzzy. Let me compare the size to my other walrus. So as you can see, it's a lot smaller. So this yarn is a size 6 super bulky chenille yarn, and this yarn is also a size 6 super bulky chenille yarn. I used a 5mm crochet hook with this and a 4 with this, and as you can see, it's much smaller, but I like that. I like the variety. I like little cute plushes, and you just can't beat that adorable fluffy look that you get with this. I wish that it was a little bit easier to get. Again, I didn't have any issues with the site that I used to buy this yarn. I would love if they added more colors. I'm definitely going to get more of the Softy Plus yarn. It feels just so nice and fuzzy and just like a true stuffed animal. So I am a fan. So let me go over my pros and cons of this yarn so we can wrap up this yarn review. So the pros, how it feels, it's so soft and it is nice to work with, it's smooth to work with, and it doesn't shed like a typical chenille yarn does. Like it doesn't pull away from the main thread, it doesn't slide on the main thread, which is wonderful. The thread is almost braided, so I think that's why it's just sturdier, which is really great. I would say the cons are it is a bit difficult to see your stitches. You can't really see your stitches. You can easily feel for them as you're working along, but if you are someone where you need to be able to see your next stitch to crochet into and the fuzzier yarns are a little bit difficult for you to work with, this may not be the yarn for you. I'm not sure if it's a pro or a con, but the size of it. If I was classifying the yarn size, I would not choose a size 6. So just keep that in mind. If you're working with this yarn, your projects will be smaller if you're used to working with a typical size 6. And when you're working through patterns and you're using a different yarn than the pattern was designed in, especially if you're using a burnout blanket and it was designed in something smaller like this, just keep in mind that the size really varies for yarns, the yarn weight. It's just such a vast array of sizes within those weight classes, so just keep that in mind. This is my friendly PSA for yarn sizes. So overall, would I recommend this yarn? Yes, I would. I really liked working with it. It is on the fuzzier, fluffier side, so if you don't like working with those yarns, maybe just get one skein and try it out, see if you like it before you buy a bunch. But if you enjoy yarns like that, you enjoy working with them, and you're comfortable working with them, I will say this is so much easier to work with than Feels Like Bliss or Premier Little Bunny. This one is much easier to work with. I could work with this yarn on a day-to-day basis. I could not work with those yarns on a day-to-day basis because I feel like I'm fighting with them a little bit. Those projects turn out wonderful and they're beautiful and they're fun to do every so often, but I wouldn't put up a fight to work with them every day. This one I didn't put up a fight to work with it. It was smooth and it was easy to work with. So overall, Alize Baby Softy Plus is another really fun chenille yarn that I'll definitely be adding to my list of favorites. Of course, if there are other yarns that you would like me to review, please leave them in the comments below. And if you don't already, give me a follow over on Instagram. I post all of my new projects and fun over there. You can also join us over on Patreon. I post all of my behind the scenes there. We do a lot of polls for upcoming patterns. All of my free pattern PDFs are listed on there. And of course, you get free patterns every month. So I hope you enjoyed this little yarn review today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, we'll see you again real soon.